All right, Roxanne, we are back with I believe we are in week one, two, three, four. Week four of demo trading. I just really haven't been consistent. I think I only posted week two. Kind of skipped over three, but so we're gonna post week four. Reason is because lately we haven't been really taking good trades, and I just been kind of resistant and recording my losses and posting it. Because again, if the whole purpose of me posting on YouTube was to keep myself consistent, which I see myself showing up now, but the more, the losses are inevitable. So now I told myself, like, I really honestly being honest with myself, I just told myself, like, just be accepting the loss, just learn from them, and don't shy away from it. If you shy away from it, you're not gonna learn anything. So just face the losses head on, and just continue to trust in the Lord, continue to put yourself into Christ, and move forward from there on out. Um, Again, we've been pretty good this week in showing up. I think we showed up all 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And it's been okay. Definitely, I really could see like why I decided to do this challenge um because the thing is, like, ever since I started trading, I'll just there's the there's different brackets for traders, but what I'll put myself in right now, or what I'll put myself in where we currently in right now, will be the break even trader. I'm taking a look at the demo account, and again, it's the same thing. Got some weeks, some with wins, some weeks it's loss, some good days, some bad days. And again, the whole purpose of me just doing these challenges for my personal growth challenges is just to grow, to become consistent in the wins more than the losses. So again, that's the whole purpose of doing this challenge. So let's go ahead and review these trades, learn from them, hopefully, and continue to move forward. Continue to move forward. So, as per usual, we have nice, and we're gonna start off with Monday. I'm gonna try to do Monday and Tuesday. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to do both Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'm just gonna focus on mostly Monday and Tuesday. So this would be like a two video. So this one might be a little lengthy, but again, this is our way of journaling. I'm gonna try. I need to find a way how can I journal while doing this and recording and physical. But let's focus on it now, and we'll figure out that later. So coming into Monday, we noticed that price. Where is it? Price came into at the time. Price was in this volume balance. We don't have no commentary, do we? Nah, we don't have any. These would be for, yeah. We don't have no. We didn't do no commentary for Monday, so this would be some raw stuff right here. So yeah, Monday we noticed that price came into a volume imbalance. So that seeing this, two things could happen. Price just wick to it, maybe continue higher to this week, this high right here, this high right here, this all-time high, or head lower. But if I'm being honest, due to the fact that price was bullish, we could see based off the bullish structure, I was really hoping for price to sweep this. Let me see if it's did it sweep it on a June contract. I doubt it. I don't think it did. It didn't. So, yeah, I'm on the continue. I use the continuous contract. Um, I was really hoping. I was really expecting to see price take out this new week, not new week, this previous week's high, but it failed to do so. But we're gonna review that. That was like our draw liquidity for today, just to take out that previous week's high. Coming into the 4 hour, again, we can just see nice bullish structure. Um, I don't like having it like this. So what I'm gonna do is this. The only reason I have it like this right now because I wanted to see the execution. But since I see it now, where it's at, since I see it now, everything is there. So I'm just gonna fix this. This is how I like to have my charts when I'm reviewing. Boom. I'm not trying to see all that other mess. Just what I was looking at currently. So yeah, it's looking at this, we could see that price was for sure bullish during this day. Price swept the previous day low, continued higher, and again, draw liquidity for the day was just this previous week's high. Easy draw liquidity, if I'm being honest. So dropping down to the lower time frame. Again, nice bullish structure, easy bias, easy, easy what's the word? Bias observation. Price again bullish, gave us a nice break above the previous day's high, which was Friday's high, Thursday high. What was Friday's high? I think we took off. No, this was Friday's high. Nope, no, this is Thursday. No, Friday. I'm sorry, Friday. Friday high. Nice break above Friday's high. Price didn't give us a. So again, at that time we were right. Where were we? We was right here. We're seeing that price swept it. Again, our bias still for the morning was definitely still bullish due to the structure. Okay, due to the structure. What the heck am I doing? And then coming into 8:30, price broke above this high, came lower, swept that, and gave us a nice reaction higher. So let's go ahead and study the move that we took. Let's go ahead and study that move. Let's go ahead and study that move. Why did we take this trade? Yes, our bias was bullish. We waited for that 9:30 opening bell to come in. We noticed that price swept what? We see that price swept wrong one. Let's fix that. Right. When do we notice that made us take this a long position? For starters, price swept this. Let me see the hourly. What was the hourly look like? Hourly again just broke above this order block that we found right here. Broke above it. Gave us a nice reaction higher. Nothing much on the hourly. 15-minute price swept this short-term low. Price swept that short-term low. A 5-minute. Let me see. What was the 5-minute? Again, set that short-term low. Give us a nice reaction higher. So honestly, just again, just looking for that bullish reasoning to enter. Price open. Give us a 9:30 open. Gave us that false move lower, sweeping up these minor sell side liquidity. Then give us a nice reaction higher. This right here was our market structure shift. We don't have it marked right now. Let me see something. No, we don't have it marked right now, but we can see that this was a market structure shift based off the 1 minute time frame. Price gave us a market structure shift based off on that 1 minute time frame, and then gave us a deep retracement. If I'm being honest with you, Was I expecting it to be that deep? Heck no. I was not expecting that retracement to be that deep. But I did have that city marked out. Or I'm sorry, not city, busy. By Saturday, by sunset efficiency marked out. I definitely had that. But we could see that let me fix that. Boom. See that price? Head up retracing into that. Um I know the thing is, one thing I need to understand though, we're supposed to enter right here, but I noticed that that was going to be too much of a risk. So I waited a bit more to see what would happen. It wasn't until I seen this wick, the price fell to close below it, and gave us a nice low, and then gave us this candle. Then I was like, okay, cool. I feel like we should be able to enter. Honestly, this was a good trade in my opinion. But then again, we're just gonna have to study it for sure. We're gonna have to mark it down, study this move. Price gave us a nice reaction higher, no drawdown. Retraced it a little bit, came back into this bushy. Did it come into the fair value gap? No, it didn't. Continued to higher. Failed to hit that high. That was my job, liquidity. But we can see that it failed to hit that high. My question is why? Why did it fail to hit that high? But if I'm being honest, let me see. Why did it fail to hit that high? Price just end up respecting I guess the order block is because this right here is an order block. This right here is a bearish order block. So maybe it was either respecting the order block or this fair value gap. I would like to just find out why didn't it take that out. Maybe we could learn that later down the journey of just finding out why I didn't sweep that week. But if I'm being honest, we could see probably why. Maybe it was just like sellers. It was like high in sales. Just looking at the time frame now, we can just see how a seller just came in and just plummeted the market lower. So that's maybe that could be a reason on not enough buying power to suit that high. So that was our first trade. So we ended up exiting out right here. If I'm being honest, once you had seen this market structure shift right here, let's see how that looks like on a 5 minute. I think that's this right here. Yep. Once you had seen that market structure shift right there, that right there alone should have been our exit. So we exited right there, but again, we live and we learn. So that was the trade for Monday. What did we learn? Honestly, learning wise, the make exit. I'll say exit could have been better. Overall, the trade was good. Just the exit could have been better. But again, bias was good. Trade was good. Exit could have been better. So yeah, that's for Monday. I'm gonna pause the video, write this down in the journal, and take a couple of screenshots, and then we'll continue on to Tuesday. All right, finish. I mean, we didn't really necessarily finish journaling. This is the only thing we did. We're just gonna transfer this to our journal. Probably after we finish this, or by the end of this week, Lord willingly. So this is a type of PDA where we did it was a busy fair value gap. I put OTC optimal trade entry. It was supposed to be OTE. What the hold on. OTC. Crazy. OTE. Supposed to be OTE. What the heck? OTE ultimate trade entry. Well, I say that because this is a deeper trace. This deeper tracement. Because this is what is it? What I'm speaking too fast. Calm down. What it's supposed to do is react off of here. don't go that deep and then go higher. But that wasn't the case for this trade. Maybe because it was a volume imbalance that you can see that could be found right here. Maybe that could have been the reason it decided to give us that deep retracement. But I did stop at first half, but it went deeper. Let me put that in there just in case it happens again, and we could just see this correlation that it has. But maybe due to the fact that it had a VI, I'm just gonna put VI, short for, let me just put it, whatever, volume imbalance, volume imbalance. All right. How long did it take to get a target? I put 26 minutes, but it failed to hit target by 10 handles, so we exited it. How much drawdown? Zero. What did we learn? Exit could have been better. So that is our current trade for Monday. I'm going to do something. Let's just say we decided to. Let's just say we knew that we had a bias of price heading lower. What could have been different? What could we have done? So if we knew that price was going to get hit lower, all right. Like if we knew that price could have had would have had lower. That's the thing. If it would have had lower, I would have anticipated price to hit this high, and give us a reaction lower. But again, it most likely respected this SIBI. So our first PDA rate would have been this fair value gap slash that is aligned with this order block. So that alone probably would have been our first PDA rate, right? So then keeping an eye on price, we would have had to jump to the 5 minute. Not even 5 minute was a little clustered still. Yeah, maybe even I think 2 minute maybe. Let me see how the 2 minute was looking. 2 minute looked somewhat better. But honestly, it would have just had to be the 1 minute. So dropping that to the 1 minute. We seen price gave us that super that high, gave us a nice market structure shave. Now we're just waiting for retracement into that, which happened, which happened. That's the thing, there's no retracement. So I don't even think we would not even think we wouldn't even have taken this trade. Because I do not see no retracement where we could have entered. All these retracements are good, or I was out there. Not this, not that, not even a fair value gap entry. I mean, that's a fair value gap entry. 1021. See, I don't even think, even if we were looking for sales, this would have been a no trade day. This would have been a no trade day. 1046. But all right, let's say if we were looking for sales, where would our target be? If we were looking for sales, my target definitely would have been, where is it? The current day low was here at the time. That would have been too low. First one, the first low hanging fruit would have been, where's midnight? Midnight here. This would have been London low, most likely. London would have been, not even there. London would have been here. Right here, somewhere here. So right here, this would have been our first low hanging fruit if we was able to get that entry. Right here. This low found right here. Okay, this low was made in London. I mean, this one would have been too low. But even that one was pretty good. All right, there at 11. 12 o'clock on the dot. So Monday was okay. One thing I realized about Mondays you can't really expect too much. You can't really expect too much from Monday due to the fact the market is just opening. So yeah, that was Monday. Now let's go ahead and review Tuesday. I'm gonna, yeah, I exited, right? Yeah, I needed to because um, I need to see the trades that I took. That's Monday still. Did I trade Tuesday? Pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. I took two trades on Tuesday. I took two trades on Tuesday. Both of them was good. If I'm being honest with you, the second trade that I took was for sure luck. If I'm being honest, the second trade I took was luck for sure. But looking at this from an overview, all right, price again, gave us that change of state of delivery, giving us what self-side delivery. It arrived to this coming into New York session prices in this bearish retracement. Price swept the previous week low and filled the inversion should be. Can we expect a retracement higher? So Tuesday, I was anticipating this move that could be seen. That can be seen. Um, what happened today? It took a while for that to happen. I'm seeing that right now. It took a while to happen. That's one thing I'm coming to realization when price hits a PDA rate. It doesn't happen automatically. I was expecting as soon as it hit this, it'd give us that fume. But I see that it was building orders, building order, building order. It wasn't ready until later today. But let's go ahead and study that move and see what I was expecting. As you can see, it was just very a choppy day. So I'm surprised I was even able to walk out with the win. What are we saying? I'm not surprised. Of course we walked out with a win. The heck? So yeah, we was able to walk out with a win. So let's go ahead and just review that. Let me make sure these are aligned before I have them disappear. This one was our first trade we took. It was based off. It says 299.55.7, 299.55.7.75. So it was based off of this. I think it was this candle, was it? It was that candle. It was this candle. Just to verify, let's look at the time. That's balance order. All right. This was Tuesday the 23rd, 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 23rd. All these are the 23rd. Okay. Took a sell, 0.75. This is 1027. So 1027 is just set right there. Messed with the order, but it's fine. And then this one, and then I think this one looks pretty accurate. 2938, 9938. Boom. So let's go ahead and review this stuff, baby. I always felt a little confident. I ain't gonna hold it to you, man. But here's our account. Since we were looking at it again, as you can see, man. Like this is what I've been dealing with, even when I had my live, bro, and even with the fun that I have now. Just in this, just in this break even cycle, I'm having winning days, I'm having losing days, I'm having winning days, but I'm not complaining though. It's definitely, I'm not complaining. It shows that I'm showing up. It shows that I'm putting the work in. So I'm satisfied. So let's go ahead and review this trade, and we exit. We kind of exited early, as you can see right here. We exited based off of this right here. So we're gonna get into that. While I remember this trade vividly. So let's get to it. All right, as per usual. All right, I'll do the message. All right, as per usual. Where is it? Wednesday. 19. All right, let's go. I think we have. Did we have commentary for this one? Yeah, we did. All right, let's go to the daily time frame. Monday price action respected the daily volume balance. I see price fell to sleep above the previous week high, but I should have put it after that was high sign of bearish activities. But man, the fact that it wasn't even able to reach there, man, that's a clear, that's a very much high sign of bearish activities. So, but we didn't allow that to stop us from getting our bias. We went to the 4 hour time frame. We noticed that price broke above this low. Again, easy directional confirmations. Price retracing right here, like I read earlier, coming into the New York session. Price is in a, let me see if I'm still recording. Still recording. All right, cool. 25 minutes, not bad. All right, coming into the New York session, price is in the bearish retracement. Price swept the previous week low and filled the inversion to be carrying a reaction higher. And peep that I said retracement because again, my overall trend for this right now is still bullish. You know, higher time frame is still showing bullish. So this right here is just a retracement to me. This again, this is a retracement to me. Did the retracement come to an end? I don't know. I think it did. I think it did. I think it came to an end. Especially seeing Wednesday move. I think it came to an end. But we'll get to that later. But yeah, price ended up retracing into that 4 hour inversion CB. And we also had this sell side marked. And there was another one we had marked. It was two sell side liquidity we had marked. It was this one. Was it two? There was another one. I think it was this low right here. Why isn't it marked though? Because I know we had two lows marked down. I don't see it. Crap. I'm thinking of Wednesday. I'm thinking of Wednesday. That was today. So never mind. That was so we had this marked down because price was around here, hanging around here. We was expecting that to hit there. So yeah, that's Wednesday. So scratch that. So we were looking at the 1 hour. 1 hour was for sure just choppy. I think that the term is high resistant trading range. It's high resistant or low resistant. I think it's high. Is it high or low? Let's find out. High resistant versus low trading range. Mm, 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 mm. Um, I think it's why is that showing anything? I don't see. I think it's high. Nothing showing up. All right. Last set. All right. Let's continue. All right. Coming into 8:30 open. Price gave us a nice. This is a valid. It was wiki though. Let's see on the lower time frame that it was wiki. It didn't break above it. So this should be a higher. This was definitely. This was for sure not minor. So I guess I was too caught up on the 15 due to the again the resistance. I kind of wasn't really paying too attention, but that is not a minor sell side liquidity. That is for sure a higher time frame base sell side liquidity. Um. So yeah, that for sure, and that other one too. And that other one too. Let me fix that one too. So yeah, these was not minor. These was kind of like nice. Nice. These are not minor. So excuse my incorrection, oxen. But yeah, these were our come on, fix for me, fix for me. Alright, 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 cool. Yeah, these are for sure. I saw some liquidity at the time. Price, you can see it's not giving us much of a move below them. No, hardly any displacement. It's not until price hits this low, comes into 930, and give us what that false move higher, taking out anybody that's going short, inducing buyers to believe that we're going long. It takes out what the buy side liquidity that could be found on. Okay, there was definitely a high here and a high here. Nope, no, I'm sorry, just a high here. There was only one high, and that was this buy side liquidity. Excuse me, buy side liquidity. Take out that buy side liquidity, and this right here I would consider a minor one since it's not showing up on a higher time frame. That one right there, I would definitely consider that one being a minor. But price gave us a nice market structure shift. Not gonna lie to you, it's coming to me. Not gonna lie, we were. I ain't gonna tell you, it was a good day. This day was a good day because I love the fact that I was able to shift my mindset with ease. I wasn't staying at it at a one point of view. Why I say that? Because I was strictly looking for longs. I'm not gonna hold it to you. Remember what I said for Tuesday price action. Because price had gotten to this fair value gap, I was expecting a nice reaction higher and a continuation higher from here on out. That's what I was expecting. Even right here, you can see I had this marked out as Sibi, even though this is a Bissy. This is a Bissy. Come on, Roxy. Rookie mistake. This is a Bissy. And now that I'm paying attention again, the same thing happened again. Price gave us a fair value gap with the volume unbalance and end up retracing deeper. Ooh, did we hit a revelation? Thank you, Jesus. But look, same thing. Mm. So yeah, we're gonna keep an eye open for that. I'm gonna mark that out in my notebook too. Um. So yeah, I was honestly expecting a higher move this day, and I still took sales. Yes, the move I was expecting was probably get price to hit here, somewhere in between here, and then go higher. That's what I was expecting, but that wasn't the case. So that's why I said today was like, okay, a little bit of a luck day, but I guess not luck. It's just you growing as a person. But I ain't glad this one was luck. This one right here. I'm gonna get to that. So yeah, I noticed that price gave us at this time. I was looking at it as a point of view of a market structure shift, which was valid. So then I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna catch the move lower. And why I say that I was gonna catch it lower is because my initial thought process was to take a short down into the fair value gap that is marked and then call it a day because again my thought process was that today may be just a bearish day that is preparing for tomorrow's bullish day. That was my thought process. I was expecting it to retrace into here, and then due to timing, I was just like, okay, by the time it gets in there, because it could have just waited here for all I knew. But by the time we get in here, it's gonna just range in here for a little bit and wait until the next day or the afternoon session and continue higher. Cause looking at the time, it was 10:30, 10 something, and it was like an hour and 30 minutes before my trading window was done. Cause I trade between 8 and 12, and again, By the time it's like 11:30, I'm off the charts. So I was just like, okay, let me at least cast the lower move lower. I'm sorry, the move lower. So that was our thought process, but we kind of shifted that. Which I'm kind of happy to hear because usually I'm not one to say I would like one to change my mind. I kind of stick to it type of guy. I see it through, but that wasn't the case for today. So let's go ahead and review the sell we took. So price ended up sweeping this buy side liquidity, and as well as this was a deeper retracement than thought though. So I would like to find out. I guess it gives a retracement into this inversion CB slash new week opening gap. This was what new week opening gap was that? No, I don't really. I don't feel like going on a high time frame, but we can see that price retraced in. So then price ended up retracing and sweeping above this again this other minor this minor again. Seeing that price likes to do that. So price shoots below this minor buy side again, and it gets a nice move lower. Where was our market structure shift? Our market structure shift more like it was both a market structure shift and a change delivery. Our change delivery was right here, which happened first, and our market structure shift was right here. This right here was our market structure shift. This right here was our market structure shift. Price ended up shifting, not shifting. Gave us a market structure shift as well as this order block, which gave us a very small, I'm not gonna lie, very small, very small fair value gap. But that was enough for me to see, as well as was aligned with that fair value gap. And we entered. We entered. I wanted to see that reaction off of it before I entered. And if we had did enter, it would have played out so much beautiful if we entered into there. Let's see. Our stop would have been here. It wasn't good, but that's where we're gonna check reaction to. So we entered based off of here. Stop was nice place stop. Was it way more than I expected to place? Yes, it definitely was. And overall profit, GP was a one to three. It was a 1 to 3, but again, I kind of expanded on the take profit a little bit. Not take profit, but the stop loss due to the fact how low it was. If I'm being honest, was this a chased trade? Let me see. If the fair value gap is right there, um, I honestly don't think it was a chase trade due to it not even closing below this low yet. But yeah, that was the first trade we took. And that was the first trade we took, aiming for 1 to 3 again. And then there was the second trade where we kind of got lucky on. Second trade we got lucky on. We wanted to do like a little pyramid trade. Price gave us a nice valid break below this short term low. Gave us a fair value gap, and we entered based off here, and we got stopped out. So we didn't even get stopped out. That's the thing. Our stop. So I didn't even know TradingView did this. When you enter two trades, it puts the same stop for both trades? Question mark. Because I was trying to place this stop, but it wasn't giving me the chance to. The only thing it was allowing me was to move this stop. That both of the stops were the same. So this stop technically was all the way up here, which I would never do, which is crazy to me. An 83 handle stop loss is insane. Like I would have to be using like a low lot to do something like that, bro. Like that's crazy. But the thing is, it played out, and I can see how it played out because the stop loss was supposed to be at least above this high. That's the rules, you know, above the high of the fair value gap or the range, and that was that for this case. So price ended up doing exactly as we expected. We kind of got out early due to the fact that price kind of retraced it into that BISI. And again, we was looking at the mindset of looking for long, so we was expecting it because it got to the median of that BISI. That it was gonna give us a reaction move higher, but that wasn't the case. That was not the case. Price just that wasn't the case. Price just ended up coming back into this order block right here. But we did see that, so price just we just exited at that low. So it was the overall good day. All right. What did I do? What area did I do good in? Um, Definitely shifting on mindset. That's for sure a good area. I definitely think I did good in. Bias as well was good. Bias was good as well. Shifting mindset was good. Um, what could I have fixed? What I could have fixed was, if I'm being honest with you, execution. And why I say execution, because I kind of waited too long to exit. I mean, not exit to enter into that trade. So this trade, as you can see, I entered bang right there. So execution, baby. Oh, that was a good trade too. So not in too much in for that one. So that's the review for Monday and Tuesday. So just go ahead and test this. I'm gonna do a little like I did last time. I think I might just call it a day for Monday and Tuesday. We're looking at 42 minutes. This one's definitely pretty lengthy, but at the same time, it was 2 days, so in my opinion, not really that lengthy for 2 days. But now, let's looking at from hindsight, like where the market is at currently, before we leave, we could just see how price could just beautifully. Let's go on the 15. Mm, mm, so that high, minor buy side gave us a nice long-term high, which is now which was now the intermediate. I'm sorry, intermediate high, which is now the Tuesday's high. Gave us a nice lower. So my question, I guess it was just building orders, in my opinion, then. Cause why it take so long? Like look at all this choppiness just because it's in like a key area. Like why take so long? Like why take so long? Why wait until the open but damn near the close? I wait till the close of Wednesday to actually do what you need to do. And the thing is there was no news today. Probably that too. No news driver. But that's it for these 2 days. So yeah, Monday and Tuesday was pretty good. It wasn't until today where I took the losses, which we'll for sure review, because those are the most important ones that is reviewed. Like you can have much wins. You feel me? In my opinion, I mean you can learn from that, but you're not gonna learn as much from it compared to the losses. So those for sure we're gonna do like a good review on those. Yeah, but that's it. That's it. That's where we're at currently in the market. I for sure see price going higher from here on out. I would like to see price at least, damn, gap. Not a gap, but what a volume imbalance. But it's not even showing up on here. 15, 16. It's not here though. But why is it showing like this though on the daily time frame? Hmm. Closed here but opened all the way up here. And it's not showing up at all. Oh man, that's tomorrow's problem. That's the one issue. But yeah, that's it for today. Overall, good job, Roxanne. I'm proud of you for showing up for the past couple of days. Despite not seeing what we want to see, but again, it's a part of the game, it's part of the journey. But I'm proud of you. God is proud of you. And that's it, really. That's it for today. Peace out. So we're here now with our second video within this week. We're just gonna review Wednesday's price action since that's the day we kind of took the L on. And Thursday, we didn't really take my turn, so I'm not gonna tell myself for somewhere where I wasn't really looking. Um, we could see here from hindsight that the overall trend was bearish, and on my overall draw liquidity for the day was this previous day's low right here, as you can see, and up smacking, but we wasn't able to participate in it due to the fact of price opening down automatically. Not automatically, it definitely took some time heading there, probably 20 minutes, about 20 minutes. Take about 20 minutes to an hour. I'll say about 20 minutes to get over there. And we tried to get the move higher because we figured that since price had hit a key low, that we was gonna get a reaction move higher, which we ended up did, but I guess we kind of entered too early. As we can see, we entered based off of this CB, this CB, thinking that it was gonna give us a reaction higher, but this was a short-term move, but we got stopped out. Not gonna lie, it's very uncomfortable reviewing a loss, but we have to in order for us to grow. So we just gotta push through it, push past our limits. And price again had hit that low, gave us a reaction move higher. What we could have done different, honestly, probably stuck to the bias, maybe because as we could see, price did project us another move lower. Um, nothing much, too much to review. I would like to know why price didn't just go higher based off of this move right here. Why did it come back down and give us that sweep, then give us that move higher? That's what I would like to know. But what we could have done differently was, again, looking strictly for sales. Because we can see how that price came back down, shot that high. There was some nice positive shift entry opportunity would have been right here. So that's it. Nothing too much. Kept it short because honestly, it's Saturday. I'm really not trying to go on these markets on Saturday. I really have to find a way to review these markets during the week consistently on a consistent basis. Um, Let me hide this since we don't need that right now. I'm so tired. Nah, I don't get tired. um, yeah, because I was really expecting a move from here higher. Again, we had gotten that break. I was really expecting price to tap here, give us a move higher. So the entry was a good entry. It's just that the overall direction was still bearish. We could see her after 5 minute time frame that price was still bearish. So my question is like, how can we tell How can we differentiate the lower time frame market structure shift if it's aligning with the higher time frame? Because sometimes the 1 minute ends up breaking first and then continues versus a 1 minute breaking and a 5 minute still in its right structure in this case because we didn't get no break on this 5 minute time frame, you know, until we broke above here. And we can see the break was above here. So if we really were looking for longs, if we were looking for longs, that right there was a market structure shift. Right here. So if we were looking for longs, entry could have been right there, right there, and then TP, nice 1, 2, 3, and then boom, that could have been good right there. So I guess what we should start just doing is start implementing our market structure shifts based off the 5 minute. Oh, but nothing much. It was an overall good week. How many trades did we take this week? Paper trading, hold up. How much trade did we take this week? We took about uh, um, 1, 2, 3. This this is easier. 1, 2, 3. We took 3 trades this week. No, four. 4 trades this week. Boom, boom, boom. We would have ended up green this week. Honestly, we ended up green this week. That would have been a green day. A green week. So honestly, not bad this week. Um, Moving forward to next week, just gotta do a better job journaling. Honestly, I just gotta find a way to journal better. Honestly, that's it. Really, not too much for this video. Until next week. Until next week, Roxy. Out.